Sadly, I wasn't the biggest fan of She-Hulk, but it wasn't for the reasons you might think. Tatiana Maslany owns this role as She-Hulk. Like so many other actors in the MCU before, she really owns this role as She-Hulk, and I think she nails it. The show attempts to tell an episodic story with each episode, seeing a different type of scenario each time that She-Hulk has to deal with. But like so much else with these shows, it just feels so cut down and so underwhelming. The biggest issue for me here is the editing. There is zero space for any of these jokes to sit and actually land. There's countless times I've seen watching the show where they would just cut a joke way too early. We hear the punchline and instantly we just cut to the next scene. There's no time for the actual comedy of this comedy show to breathe. It's so infuriating. The editing goes along with just my regular feelings about the show, which is just how sloppy it feels. It feels so amateur. Like there's so many weird choices with directing, with so many odd visual effects choices. Like there's one scene in particular where we have She-Hulk closing the door on a car and we see the rear view mirror in the shot. And instead of just having the actual rear view mirror, they decide to green screen it and just add a visual effect. Like was it that hard to just get the rear view mirror on set there to just shoot? It's so confusing, and moments like this just take me out of the show. I also think that a lot of like the side characters are just so underwhelming. Think of something like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, right? All your characters are really standard, but they're set up so well. You have this aloof character with London Tipton. You have the strict boss manager with Mr. Mosby. You have the mom character. You have the nerdy janitor who's always obsessed with the mom and is always trying to get him, but is honestly friendly with Zack and Cody. All these characters are so well defined that you grow to love them. I can't tell you a single name of any of the side characters within this show. We get more development here for the one-off characters that show up. Yes, it's great to see Juan, it's great to see Matt Murdock, and I think he's really well established here. But at the core of your show, you need your characters to be well defined and you need your comedy to land. And I think overall, the show doesn't do a good job in doing that. At the end of the day though, I really do hope this gets a season 2. Because I would love to have a show in Marvel that feels so different than anything else that they have put out so far. It's so weird that this show became the center for so much negativity. Because honestly, this show is kind of just one and done. There's not that much of a big impact. So I would give She-Hulk 2.5 Hulk feet out of 5.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.